Hey y'all, today I'm sharing this Nutter Butter cake with you all. I made this for my dad's birthday and he absolutely loved it, so I thought I would share it with you all so y'all could enjoy it as well. Here is what you will need for the cake, and I will have the exact measurements on the screen as I go. I just thought I would show y'all a quick glance of pretty much what you'll need. Now I'm preheating the oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to mix the sugars and the butter and peanut butter together, and then we will add the rest of the ingredients. You sort of just break it up when you are mixing things together. You don't add everything all at once. Now I'm going to add the sour cream, eggs, and vanilla. And the sour cream, you can't even tell that it's in there. You can't taste it. It just helps the cake hold the moisture and it doesn't let the cake dry out. You are going to mix the flour, baking powder, and the salt into a separate bowl, and then you're going to add it to what you've already mixed up. Now I'm going to add half of the dry ingredients, and then I will mix that up and then add the other half. The recipe said to use a spoon and stir when you add it in the last bit of the dry ingredients, but when I did that it just got lumpy, so I just went ahead and used the mixer and it was perfectly fine. I use this non-stick cooking spray that has flour already in it, and I just sprayed the pan. Now I'm going to start working on the icing, and here is what you will need for the icing, and once again I will have the measurements on the screen as I go. You're going to mix the cream cheese and peanut butter until it becomes smooth, but mine never did become smooth, it just lumped up. But that's what you're going to do first, and then you will slowly add the rest of your ingredients. The recipe calls for 2 to 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, but I actually ended up having to use about 6 or 7 till it became smooth and put together. So do what works for you. Just start out with maybe 2 and then keep adding as you go, but be sure you don't add too much because then it will become a liquid and you won't be able to work with it. This is what it should look like. Now I'm just going to take a big old glob of the icing and spread it over one layer of the cake. And I did realize when I was icing this that I used my 6-inch cake pan instead of 8-inch cake pan, but it's alright. And then I only have one, so I'm not the best at measuring things out, so I do have one layer that is thicker than the other, but you know what? It's all good. He didn't even notice that, so little mistakes like that, don't stress about, because no one's probably even going to notice it but you. So I just wanted to mention that because I used to get so stressed out when I was making cakes because I thought they just had to be perfect, and when they didn't turn out perfect, I just stressed about it and got irritated. But things like that, people don't even notice that, so you know, it's no big deal. Now I am just going and making a little swirl with the piping tip. And if you want these to actually look like roses, you can use the Wilton 1M piping tip, and it is so much better. It actually looks like a rose instead of like these. But this is just, I'm not really sure which tip this is. It came in a pack, so I'm not for sure. I will try to find it and link it in the description box. But I'm just going around the whole cake like this, and as you can tell, I wasn't too consistent with the size, but it's all good. Now I just got some of the Nutter Butter bite-sized cookies, and I'm just going to place them around the whole cake. Now I have just mashed up some cookies in a sandwich bag, and I'm going to put them on top. And here it is once it is all done, and this was actually a really easy cake to make, and it's really good. I hope you all decide to make this, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye!